Hey everyone, we're here with Eddie McMillan. Eddie, these cars are impressive. Now I understand you built both these cars and you own this one here.
This is mine. Yes.
Tell me a little bit about this car. It's beautiful.
This is a 1971 Cuda. Started out just a crappy green 318 car with an automatic transmission. And we, of course, no trunk pan, quarter panels, just like all of them. You have to save them, you know.
Right.
And we turned it into what you see here, and with a 499 cubic inch big block and 3 840 Biggs Performance racing carburetors, 4 barrels. Yeah, 3 4-barrels.
What inspired the Incredible Hulk theme?
The color. When we had it in paint and we got it painted, as soon as me and my wife saw it, we thought Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
So then we got our guys to do the airbrush work, and they did the mural and stuff on the trunk, and then we had one later on the hood, and then we actually, Lou Ferrigno came to town to Knoxville to the Comic Con.
Oh wow.
I took the trunk lid off, and we got to go in the convention center and meet Lou Ferrigno, and he autographed our trunk lid.
You told me earlier that you're not a pro, but I'm looking at this car, and to call this anything short of a pro build, it would be a mistake because it's beautiful.
Well, thank you. Like I said, that's what makes me the most proud. Most people have them and have them professionally built in shops, and we just did it at home, just in our garage.
How long did it take you to put this car together?
Usually it takes me a year to build a car.
Is that right?
And of course, that's on the side, keeping my day job too.
Yeah, now what do you do?
I do roofing. We tear off shingles and put them back on. Yep.
You have other cars besides this one?
Yeah, we have a 68 Chevelle, and it has a big block, and it has 2 blowers, has one stacked on top of the other.
Couldn't get enough out of one.
There we go. Yeah, I couldn't do enough out of one.
Yeah. Now, I understand you built this Super B.
Yes.
What's going on with this car?
Now, this car is the same way as a friend of mine's car, and he actually, this is his original first car. He's in his 50s now. He bought this car as Randy Adams. He bought this car when he was 15 years old with a blown motor headed to the junkyard.
Wow.
And this is still the same original car. And he has drug it around since 2001, disassembled and in storage containers, and moved in 3 different states, and he brought it to me with 2 doors and not a bolt in anywhere. And a year later, we turned it into this.
Well, it's incredible. You know, the engines, everything about them just so outrageous.
Yes.
So if I have a project, can I bring it to you?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna somebody get his number, right? I think our camera guy here, he's got some ideas.
There we go. And then, of course, it is original Super B. Like I said, it's a 1970 Dodge Coronet, and it was a 383 4-speed car. And we still have the original motor and still have the 4-speed transmission. And it's like with my car. I try not to do anything to these Mopars. A lot of people, the purists, will get really mad because they think you've made a race car out of one of these cars. So
now, did you tell me that you did the upholstery work?
I do the upholstery stuff.
That's impressive. Where did you learn all these skills?
From being poor, I guess. You know, when you're young, I said I always hated being poor because everything you had to work on.
Right.
Now, as I've gotten older, well, I've grown to appreciate it. Now there's not much on a car that I can't do.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
So, thank you.
I can't tell you how much we appreciate you letting us take a look at them.
Yes, and that with the trunk lid, the mural on the trunk lid kind of has a story about Be Resurrected is the name.
Right.
And that kind of came up with, I always tease about having to resurrect a car from the dead. So that's where we got that. I told my airbrushers I want a lightning bolt coming out, striking the graveyard, and resurrecting that bee back to life. So that's where we came up with the name, Be Resurrected.
It's very neat and kind of fits the story because this thing was headed to a junkyard.
Oh,
Can you imagine?
Exactly.
This thing could have ended up, you know, a tin can somewhere.
Yeah.
499 cubic inches.
Yes.
What kind of power you get out of this thing?
Motor builder says that either are capable of making around 1,000 horsepower, but he also says it's capable of flipping pulleys and maybe making as much as 1,300 horsepower.
Well, listen, I'm not going to inform any of the police around here when you go to pull out because I'm not sure if you're going to make it out of this town without a few tickets in hand.
They're awesome to drive and show, and like I said, we just have a great time with them. And been really blessed with this car. Been on the cover of 2 different magazines and 4 or 5 others. And like I said, this is only the 2nd time we've got this one out somewhere, so we know we've got a good adventure ahead of us with this car also.
Yeah, they're both amazing. Thank you so much for giving us a tour.
Thank you.
Thank you.